Well, good morning. Hopefully, you have already started to enjoy the cricket and watch what's going on. I've been up very early, but I didn't get a chance to go live, and I wanted to come live and do a bit of the cricket so far. West Indies are currently now uh, 87 for 3. A nice little partnership here building between the two guys from Dominica, Alec Athanaze and Hodge. Some interesting shot selection from Hodge so far. Uh, Atkinson pick up the bowlers for England, already picking up 2 wickets this morning. I thought Louis on debut uh, batted fairly well. He looked good to me from what I saw this morning. Just unfortunate there is a stunning catch there uh, by Brooks. Stokes bowler, lovely ball, but a stunning catch from Brooks to get him out. But so far, the Windies have been. They saw that off. They went to lunch and they're back out right now. And it's currently 88 for 3. And Atkinson just finishes his 8 over for two wickets for 20 runs. So you would have to say it's all England so far, at least in the build up of this, because they won the toss, elected to bat. When you look at the conditions, that's what you would have wanted to do anyway. And even if the conditions were fairly decent for batting, I suspect you would also put the West Indies in. This is an inexperienced West Indies lineup. I think only three guys here have played in England on tour before, so that's difficult in any kind of circumstances. English conditions, very, very, very difficult, and yeah. But right now, this is Wokes into Hodge right there. Just a little bit of a ball that's swinging out, a little outswinger there, uh, near the off stump line. No, no run for sure. And but I'm hoping that these two will try to kick on. Because I think this West Indies bowling lineup. When you look at the lineup, I think they're pretty good. Should be able to offer some form of resistance. Unfortunately, Kemar Roach isn't there because of injury, but he had been playing in England. There's a no run there, kind of a defending. That ball came into him, kind of pushed it out slightly to point, not really a push, but more of a defensive shot there by Hodge off the bowling of Wokes. Yeah, back to that point. I was thinking there for sure you would expect that a lineup with that we have the bowling wise one should be able to be competitive. So if I would say the first thing for this West Indies batting lineup is can you get this to 300? Because this is difficult English conditions. West Indies often don't get to that kind of score. But if you were to get a score up to 300, then potentially that kind of gives the the bowling unit something to work with, right? And just a quick reminder, if you haven't seen it, I think the bowling unit should offer something. You have a Jaden Seals, a Shamar Joseph, a Zara Joseph, Gudikish Moti. I thought Kevin Sinclair would have played over Gudikish Moti, but Moti has been fine form in T20 cricket. Jason Holder obviously can move it around. These kind of conditions can also suit him. I'm not quite sure what kind of shape he's in. We'll get to see. But we'll also need Holder for sure when it comes to batting, along with Joshua De Silva, because the batting isn't the very best. I also thought the captain kind of gave away his wicket this morning, kind of pushing. Lovely ball to dismiss Kurt McKenzie. And again, there was a stunning catch to get rid of the debutant Louis. But outside of that, I think West Indies is trying to cope. The run rate isn't particularly high, 2.6, but that's expected when you think about how they lost wickets and also just the conditions overall. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I'm doing a cricket watch along this morning, so I'll be here for a couple of hours, I suspect. And if you're into cricket, let me know. If you're watching the cricket, I appreciate that as well. Yeah, it's a good ball there. Lovely shot, but fielded They're down in the third man region, I think. Yeah. It's not third. Sorry, down in the point region. But yeah, so still 88 for three there, and these two guys here are interesting. I think Hodge is he's interesting kind of a bowler, a batsman. I think he will take you on. I like him. I like his attitude. Athanaze, as we know, probably one of the most talented cricketers to come out of the West Indies in recent times. The problem for him is that he's just not had enough first class cricket, I believe. And so you bring these guys into the test match and set up, and they're learning on the job, and that's a tough thing. A lovely looking kind of push there to mid off region, somewhat like of an extra cover drive, but But yeah, so I'll be doing cricket. I'll be back tomorrow. For those of you who are big track and field fans, I'm doing track and field on Friday, actually, not tomorrow, in the Monaco Diamond League. So don't forget to join me on this channel. Oh, he's gonna go. This is just terrible, terrible. Oh my gosh. Alec Anthony is gone. He just like flashes his bat at uh, a looser, I thought. Not even a particularly great ball. I have to see it again. But he just kind of pokes the bat out, and he's gone. Oh, that is just not the shot you want to make right there. So Athene is out. It's really a poor shot, I thought. Came across him a little bit, but mm, this was 23 runs. He was just getting settled there, coming back out of lunch, and the first thing we do is to give away a ball. It's Joe Root takes the catch, but I think it's a shot he didn't have to make. I want to see it again if they do a replay on it, but it's not a shot you want to make. Weston is now in real trouble. 88 for 4. Jason Holo walking out to the crease. Yeah, not a shot you want to make, to be honest with you. That's really bad right there. It's a fairly decent pace on the ball, but I think he could have avoided that. I'm waiting to see if they'll do another replay. They did do a couple replays, but I wasn't in full understand. I didn't see everything the way I wanted to see it. Holder been out of the test match scene for a while. Didn't play in the T20 World Cup either. Hopefully, I think I saw an interview with Jason Holder talking about his real love for the game. So I don't know. We'll see. I can't. Yeah, I thought Atkinson and Hodges was going to win nicely. This looks like 4 slips here. He's gone. First ball gone. Immediately he's out. Atkinson now is on a hat trick. That's a lovely ball right there. The ball didn't really do any movement. That was that was going towards the leg stump area, and I don't think Jason was even ready. He probably was still in the dressing room. He tried to push it towards the square region rather, and it took an edge, and Harry Brooks decided to hold on to that. Yeah, that was a ball going down the leg stump region for Holder, who was trying to clip it or so towards the legs. And he's gone. Now Joshua Silva is coming in. Hat-trick ball he's going to face right now. Weston is in real trouble here, guys. Real trouble. This is not what you want to see. Oh, boy. I also thought the West Indies could have come to England and played maybe another couple of games before they play this test match. I think they only played one warm-up match, if I remember correctly. I think you need more than that to adapt to English conditions, especially when you have a bunch of youngsters. This is what, like 4 slips here. Oh, very full ball there, kind of getting into the off stump region. And hat trick avoided by the West Indies. Yeah, it's really tough. Thanks everybody for joining. Don't forget to like the video. This is a watch along. I don't show the cricket, as most of you know. I don't show content that I don't own, but I'm hoping that you'll be able to watch it as well. And if you're watching it, then we can talk and. Ooh, he's gone. He's gone. An edge and under. Oh my God. That's a 5 for Anderson, 3 in the over, and the West Indies are gonna be bowled out before tea at this rate. That's 3 wickets in the over, a 5 on debut at Lords. You can't ask much more for a bowler, and the West Indies batsmen are still at lunch. That was a lovely ball there. Kind of looks like an inside edge, I think. I don't know. I don't think it took the outer edge. I have to see it again. It looks like it. Yeah, it is an inside edge for sure. And the silver, he was trying to move forward, but kind of half-heartedly moving forward. Ball took the edge, and the wicketkeeper gathered that quite comfortably, and the West Indies are out. So that's the West Indies lost a wicket rather, and so that's 3 wickets for Atkinson this over. And from a position of 88 for 3, the West Indies are now currently 88 for 6. And there I say, I hope they stave this off, because we do not want another Ravi Shastri movement. And I might say something on the internet that I will regret. Deep trouble. There's no other way to think about this. The West Indies are in significant trouble at this moment. Yeah. And it's a special test match, I guess, for usually West Indies don't start the series in Lords, but I don't know if that's a factor because it's Jimmy Anderson's last test match. We'll see. Alzhar Joseph coming out to the crease right now. We know he can bat a bit, but under these conditions, it's a troubling situation. It's very difficult, ladies and gentlemen, when you don't give your bowlers an opportunity to even try to challenge. 88 for 6 is unacceptable. Conditions obviously tough, but you really need to be in English conditions a bit more as batsmen to acclimatize. This is not the 70s or the 80s where a ton of West Indies cricketers used to play in England in county cricket and other kind of cricket. It's just not a thing, and it's hard. Ooh, oh my God. He that he Alzari Joseph thought this was going to be a very short ball that would go over his head. He ducked, but he basically ducked into the ball, and it hit his helmet. So once a ball hits the helmet, the typical protocol has to come into play, where you get a check of it. It looks like it hit the helmet. Uh, Not a particularly good way to evade that ball. I think he misread it. I thought I think he thought it was going to be short. It's a little bit more of a back of a length ball there. I'm seeing it again. No, this is the Joshua De Silva. Oh boy. Yeah, I don't know why he's playing that type of shot, De Silva. He either has to come forward or or don't play outside the line like that. Very difficult so far, guys. Yeah. But Gus Atkinson, 5 for 20. You can't ask for more there. You come on debut, your captain says, have a bowl. And yeah, you take 5 wickets. 5 wickets just after lunch, too. You're not toiling at all. You're basically everything going your way. Hmm. I'll be honest with you guys. When I was watching this morning, I got up, and by the time I did a few things, and I said, let me come do the live now. I was upset that we lost Louis before lunch, but it was a really great catch. But I thought, at 88 for 3, this is like 3 slips. Ooh, that's a lovely ball there from Chris Wokes. Beat Hodge there. A bit of a fastball there. Well, not particularly fast. Actually, that was about 75 miles per hour. Yeah. 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 Left alone there. Ball moving outside the outside line there. A bit of an outswinger from Chris Wokes. You can smell it though. You can feel it even though you're not there. That the English are basically they're on the edge right now. They think if they can get another couple of wickets, they could potentially scuttle out the West Indies before tea. And yeah, and exactly what's gonna happen. That is a shot of ridiculous. Pope just took a catch there that I never thought he would have gotten. I mean, it was a back foot shot there from Kareem Hodge off Wokes. It looked picture perfect. It looked picture perfect. And Ollie Pope found a way. It was a really big time shot there. It was a lovely, lovely shot. I'm looking at it again. Look at that. That went straight to. Oh, that was flying though. It was a bit in the air for sure. But, I don't think Hodge thought that uh, he would have caught that. This was like a really good shot there. Well, not a good shot in the end, but a really hard shot down to the point region. And Ollie Pope took a ball that had to reach him in a few seconds. Time to react there was little to none, but whatever reaction time he needed, Ollie Pope delivered. And the West Indies are currently 88 for 7, and the last established batsman there in Hodge is out, and now Gudakesh Moti is coming in with Alzari Joseph. And I don't know if West Indies can make 100 right now. I just really don't. I just don't know if the West Indies can make 100. Oh no, I was having a little issue here with my stream. Oh boy. Thanks everyone for joining. This is really not what we wanted to see here. I'm in I'm in disbelief in some ways because I know that West Indies would have a hard time here in England, but I didn't anticipate that they would just fall like that. It's tough. Yeah, I don't think Gudakesh Moti is even reading that well. That kind of a just up. I'm gonna see the catch again. That was a fabulous kind of drive down to point, but it was in the air for sure. And the reaction time from Ollie Pope was second to none. And Weston's in trouble. Whew. Moti's struggling here, guys. I think he's basically he's not picking up the line properly. It's a good length ball there from Wokes it is. Yeah. Kind of come back into him as a left-hander there. Just got a little bit of an inside edge, but that goes onto the pads, end of the over. Yeah. So 87 for 3. 88 for 7. Now, when I logged on at 9 o'clock, it was 88 for 3. In less than 20 something minutes, West Indies have lost 4 wickets, and it's a struggle fest out there now. Very much a struggle fest. Yeah. What's going on, Franklin? Yeah, there is thanks for joining. Are there any Jamaicans on this team? Yeah, there's Kurt McKenzie on the team. Yeah. The coach is Jamaican, Andre Coley. You've been disconnecting since 1972. So that's the heyday of West Indies cricket right there. Yeah. I guess when you last watched cricket, it was Rohan Kanai and Clive Lloyd and the big fast bowling attack coming into play at some point. Lance Gibbs would have been around. Kalicher and those guys. That's a good shot there from Alzar Joseph off the pads there. It looks like 4 runs. I have to see it again. Yeah, but you just kind of flick that. Good 4 runs get off the mark there for Alzar Joseph. Yeah. 92 for 7. I'm not quite sure what the... Yeah, that's a good shot there. Yeah. Atkinson back again. Now that's a similar thing. A lovely shot there again. Another 4. Back-to-back 4s by Alzar Joseph. And a ball a bit too straight there, and he just finds a way to flick that. And it's too full, too straight. And he gets that down to the leg side. So 2 leg side boundaries there for Alzar Joseph. Looking really good. What's going on, Imran? Does this mean West Indies gone back to the... I don't know. I think... Oh, what a shot there from Alzar Joseph. Stand up and deliver right there. 3 4s in a row off Gus Atkinson, who just picked up a 5 for there. That's a straight drive going back behind, in front of the ball, behind the bowler there. Lovely shot there from Alzar Joseph. It's the kind of shot you want to see. It was a bit high, but wide, not enough for the bowler to attempt a catch, I don't think. I'll see it again. Full hold there of the bat in spectacular form. Typical West Indies. A little bit of a shorter ball there, and Joseph ducks underneath it. I don't know, Imran. The problem is West Indies. Look, we look and see what the type of team that's there, right? It's not straightforward, right? This is a very young, inexperienced batting lineup, and to go to England is hard. Oh, he's gone for this. It's going to be another four there from Alzar Joseph. I think Alzar Joseph out here is basically saying, "Look, I don't have time to mess around." He's already 16 runs off 7 balls. He's treating this as a one-day match right now. But he's basically attacking. This is some top-class batting here from the big man Alzar Joseph, and I think he's probably upset too. There's no question about it. He's probably upset. Yeah. Let me get back to your comment in a second there, Imran, because I want to make a statement on that. Oh yeah, big Yaga roll for sure, Franklin. Yeah, those were the days. I mean, obviously I was too young to see all of that, but I've seen a lot of videos on that. I've watched, a lot of books. Actually, there's a great book that came out the other day on the guys who were banned for going to South Africa and so on. I think it's in my work office. I don't have it right here, but yeah. But yeah, there's always the great West Indies stuff. You can catch up. It's hard to be a West Indies fan right now, but that's why you are. You know. There's Viv right there. You see, I saw Viv Richards in the crowd right now. I've seen Clive Lloyd. I've seen Cuthbert Gordon Greenidge. Those are the big guys there. Yeah, right now these guys need a little fire in Babylon to really deliver there. A push there from Gudakesh Moti and a no run. Let me just finish that point. I don't know if they had gone to the Dogs. There's been interesting kind of looks. We saw the team that went to Australia did fairly well. They didn't really bat well, but a lot of the end was on the back of great performances by Shamar Joseph. The bowling lineup I like. I just don't know if there'll be enough runs for them to work their way through that, to be honest with you. 104 for 7. I don't know how much more West Indies can make. But there are some good guys there that, but they're also inexperienced at this level. So that's the big thing, they don't come here all the time. Imran is saying West Indies leads. Yeah, I think Desmond Haynes is gone. I don't know what they'll do. The selection is not only I don't think selection is only the issue. We've talked about this. You can't go to England with a batting lineup that is very inexperienced and then only go and don't have a lot of warm up. That's a bit wide there from Chris Wokes. Yeah. But yeah, you have to go there and basically play a lot of cricket. You need to do something in order to acclimatize to the conditions. And it costs to do tours. And then Weston is only playing a couple of test matches. It's not and in general, outside of the big three, and I talk about it again, India, England, and Australia, most of the other test playing nations aren't getting a lot of cricket in. And so it's because of the cost too, it's because of a lot of things, and it's challenging. You look at a team like this and you would say to yourself, what, a batting lineup here with Shea Hope would be much better, right? He's been out of test cricket for so long that I don't know if he'll ever come back. And we saw him start in test cricket many years ago here in England when he had that back-to-back century. So that's the kind of things that I worry about, to be honest with you. And even Nicholas Pooran never really got into test cricket, probably could have. The same for the kid from Guyana, Shimon Hepmai. Those guys have batting ability that should be playing test match cricket, but they're not. And so that's the thing. After England, we have to get ready for Saudi. Yeah, but you got to focus on the cricket match at hand now. And Atkinson was just brilliant. I just don't understand that shot from Jason Holder. The Joshua De Silva one is also baffling to me because he didn't come forward enough. I'm seeing her showing like the various seam positions right now. I think Bish is doing something. I don't know what he's saying, but because I'm not listening, but I'm just watching. But you can see they're showing some variation on the seam. But Atkinson has been brilliant this morning. But apart from that, I think Athanase gave away his wicket. The captain gave away his wicket. That's going to go all the way for 6. Oh, no, up in the air. It's going to be out. He's gone. And Alzari Joseph is gone. Straight, it skied up into mid-on. Initially, I thought it was going to go back over the bowler. Atkinson now has 6 wickets, and that bit of a cameo there from Alzari Joseph is over. 17 runs off 9 balls. He's out. West Indies have lost another wicket, 106 for 8. And yeah, I thought he was going back, but it just skied into mid-on there. And he's gone. It's like straight up in the air kind of a ball. And West Indies, I don't know. I'm disappointed. Disappointed is not even what we're doing right now. I'm like, I have no idea what to say. I have no idea. West Indies need to drop the captain to number 3. Yeah, right now I think there's a limitation on Craig Bathwaite and his batting. Over years we saw him fight and kind of dig in and do something. But if we're being honest with ourselves, he doesn't move his feet a lot. He offers little from a technical standpoint. I don't really know what to say. Yeah, I really don't know what to say. Dean the Dream, why is he hitting the ball in the air? Like, these guys lack discipline. At this stage, Dean, I have to be honest with you, Alzari Joseph could do whatever he wants because it's the top order that didn't bat. I think he's upset. I agree with you. It was a kind of poor shot. He shouldn't have probably done that. But he comes in when Weston is there in the 80s, and he's a seam bowler, and he's the guy that's supposed to lead the line and bowl, and he's gonna have to defend some measly score. So he probably comes in there and say, "Hey, I'm just gonna hit this around and see what I can do," because the top order failed miserably. So part of me say, yeah, it's a poor shot. Second part of me is saying that he's probably as upset as you can ever believe. Yeah. Thanks for saying that, Franklin. Yeah. Don't forget to subscribe if it's your first time. And oh, that's a lovely ball there, but it's kind of going down there. It was a full ball, kind of swinging back into into Shamar Joseph. They appeal, but a half-hearted appeal because I think it was missing for sure. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, it probably hit the bat as well. I'm not quite sure. Yeah, but yeah, if it's your first time on the channel, guys, thank you. If you've been here before, appreciate you as usual. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit notification bell. Oh my God, he's gonna be out. You got to be joking. I don't know what kind of shot that was from Shamar Joseph. Maybe he slipped. On debut, Atkinson has gone 7 for 36. I think yeah, it looks as if Shamar Joseph slipped a little bit trying to make that shot. And yeah, it's up, it's gone. Let me see. Yeah, he lost his footing. Yeah, unfortunate for Joseph. He slid. I think he was trying to do a pull shot there. And he slipped. It hit the bat. It's pretty weird kind of a way to get out. And Shamar Joseph have gone without scoring. I'm not quite sure how he slipped there. Was he not wearing the right foot gear? Yeah, Weston is 106 for 9. I can't believe I'm saying this at this moment. When I started live, it was 88 for 3. I'm not even been on for an hour yet. I've only been on for 35 minutes. Well, I don't think there's much more here. To be honest with you guys, I think West Indies will be out relatively soon. There'll be a quick short. They can't even get to tea. It's gonna be a quick turnaround here. Uh, Jaden Seals at the crease. At least he's coming out. I think they're doing a little bit of a drinks here. I'm not sure if it's drinks or what. Still overcast and gloomy there in England. This might be a 3-day test match for sure. I guess it depends on how much runs the English make in reply. I would love to see the West Indies bowl fantastically well too, but 106 is just not any kind of score that you want to say to your bowlers, defend that. It's just not. Maybe these two here could try and deliver a partnership. I don't know. This is all over probably. They're just waiting to resume right now. But yeah, that was a really I would say partially unfortunate dismissal for Shamar Joseph. He lost his footing. I think he was trying to get that to the leg side region, maybe a little bit of a pull shot, and he fell, and he got there. So Atkinson now goes into Seals. He does a defensive kind of a shot. It goes on to the leg side region. I don't think that's where he wanted it to go. Look more of an inside edge, and he's off the mark. I have to see it again. I don't think it was in. Yeah, they're just showing again the Shamar Joseph dismissal. I think he slipped for sure, and that was it. And the ball was coming at really good pace, so it skied up in the air, and Pope found a way. Moti on strike, moves away from the left-hander. Not really any need to play a shot there. Yeah. Tough times for the West Indies. Whew. Moti tried to go after that shot, missed that, and it goes right into the hand of the keeper. End of the over. I think he was trying to get that down to the cover point region. Excuse me. Excuse me. And that's the end of the 39th over. And West Indies are 107 for 9. And Atkinson, 7 for 37 on debut. That is the best so far, along with John Ferris from 1892. Yeah. Dominic Cork has a 7 for 43 too against India. So I think if Gus Atkinson gets another wicket here, then he would be the first Englishman to take 8 wickets on Test debut. Yeah. Anderson into Jaden Seals, just defends that into the offside, and that's no run. Kind of a shortish, back of a length, I think, or a length, maybe an unlength ball. I have to see it again. Yeah. Last test match for Jimmy Anderson. I think he's done after this. It's kind of a wideish ball there off the off stump line. No need to play a shot. Kind of leaves alone by Jaden Seals and no run. The word is that Jimmy Anderson isn't ready to retire, if I'm understanding this correctly, but this is it for him. The English are trying to introduce more cricketers. Yeah, it's gonna get a run. Gonna pick up a run there. Pushed it into the through the square leg region, and that's a quick single there for the West Indies. Let me see if there's any comments. Yeah. Hi everyone. It's just a sad morning for the West Indies so far. At one stage, coming after lunch, they looked pretty decent with Hodge and Athenaeus, and then it was just like a significant collapse. Fantastic bowling by Gus Atkinson on debut, getting 3 in and over. Now he's 7 wickets in the Test match already. Yeah. Oh, nice shot there from Gudakesh Mostey. Gets up onto his legs there and pushes that away into the third man region there, in kind of in between third slip and area there, into third slip region rather. Yeah. So 4 runs there for Moti. So yeah, I think these guys just need to bat around, try not give away the wicket. It's Test match. What can they do? That hits him on the pad. Not really an appeal. Just customary kind of call that hit him on the leg stump region, and it was angling away anyway. So I don't think that would have. Yeah, clearly wouldn't be out. Anderson will come back again into Moti. Yeah, but just as I was saying, these two just have to treat this as an opportunity to make some runs. That quick single there. Oh, it's very tight running. Good running rather there. He pushes that down to the it's pretty good shot there. He kind of pushes that to the point region rather. I think it was point, yeah. And good throw there by Root, I think. Yeah. Yeah. Where could this performance be a result of one day? I actually don't think so. It's gonna be 4 runs there from Gudakesh Moti. That's really good a good shot there. I don't think so, to be honest with you, Franklin. I think the problem here is a combination of there's just not enough. They don't play enough first class cricket and not enough competitive first class cricket and also test match cricket. Outside of the big 3 nations now, most of the world don't play enough cricket. And then you go to English conditions, which is pretty difficult to play in, and you only get like one warm-up match. This is a really inexperienced lineup as well. So there's some significant transition happening in the batting lineup for West Indies cricket. And yeah, I think it's really inexperienced. I don't these guys that are here aren't really fishing around in one day cricket as much either. I mean, Athenaeus, he's very young. I mean, be honest with you, Athenaeus is extremely talented, but he doesn't play enough cricket yet. And if you go back to the time when you were watching or the heyday of West Indies cricket, most of these guys would not get into the team until they've played a year or two of county cricket. The that time in the Caribbean, the shell shield cricket was much more competitive. Yeah, so you're getting guys who are coming to international cricket that are still trying to learn things that they should have learned in first class cricket. And how you work around that it's the $1 million question. And then also you have other talented cricketers who who are plying their trade in franchise cricket, particularly in T20, and so they immediately give up on Test match cricket as well, because you have to ask serious questions. Even those who aren't necessarily plying their trade in T20 a lot, but why Shea Up not playing Test cricket is baffling. Why does Nicholas Puran not settled to Test cricket? Where's the likes of Shimron Maya? Those are talented cricketers who can bat across any format when you think about their talent. And it just, where's the dedication for the longer format of the game? And it's a struggle. It's a big struggle. And I worry about many of these guys too, in the sense that as soon as they do well, you think about the Shamar Joseph that, I don't know if you saw what happened in Australia earlier this year. He basically won the second test match. He had two fifers back to back and immediately signed up for, and he had only played a little bit of cricket. He didn't really have much first class cricket. That's a nice shot there from Gudakesh Moti. That's 4 runs there. Lovely, lovely shot there out to the cover point region, and he smashes that for 4. But going back to a guy like Shamar Joseph, gets into the West Indies cricket team because some people didn't go to the Australia tour. So he was lucky to be pushed forward so quickly. And he takes his opportunity and he becomes an instant sensation and well known. His exploits at the Gabba will go down in history as one of the greatest things you'll ever seen, with a toe that seemed as if it was either broken or severely damaged. And immediately he signed up for an IPL contract, and he hadn't really played any type of T20 cricket to speak of. And then, he gets into the West Indies T20 team that went to the World Cup just recently concluded a week ago. And so you fast track a lot of these cricketers before they're even ready to perform at any level, Yeah. Kind of defensive shot there from Jaden Seals, pushing it into the mid-on region there, it looks like to me. Mid-wicket region, to be honest. So I really don't. Every day I think about this. A lot of people have different answers. I certainly think the pitch, it goes to a multiplicity of reasons. So the pitches need to continually improve in the Caribbean to honor more fast bowling. He's going to ask for that. I think it's going down leg side, and a kind of an appeal there kind of swings back into Jaden Seals, but they did not review. So they got to improve those things to get more fast bowling, and then and the better bowlers you have, the better batsman also comes up. I think you need more cricket. The other day I was really saying to myself that they need a special type of a relationship with. Ooh, that's beating him. Ooh, that's a lovely ball there from Anderson there. Ooh, that was like had him at 6 and 7s there. I think the likes of Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, South Africa, even New Zealand, all of these guys need to start thinking about, can you create like a special type of a test match series at the same time? Tri-nations, 4 nations playing in different conditions to get more cricket, because these guys aren't, when you look at who plays test match cricket, they're not even close the amount of numbers. That's a lovely shot there. It's gone. That is gone. Anderson gets that wicket. West Indies are all out. LBW there. The final test match for Jimmy Anderson, and he picks up the wicket. West Indies are all out for 121. I think Jaden Seals is reviewing this. I don't know why, but I guess you have the review. Let's see. Unless he touches it inside edge. Let's see. No. No bat involved. They're going to do ultra edge, but it doesn't seem that there's any form of a bat anywhere close. Let's see. Ultra head. Ball pass bat. There's a big gap between the bat and ball and hits the back foot. Looks like it's hitting in between middle and leg for me. So they're going to do the ball tracking right now, but pitches in line, impact in line, hitting, make wickets, all reds everywhere. West Indies have lost this review. I think he only reviewed it because they had a review. And West Indies are all out. 41.4 overs. Great work in the field for England. 121 runs. And it's disappointing. 7 wickets for the debutant Atkinson. Jimmy Anderson taking 1 wicket there because his final test. A wicket as well for what's his name, the captain Ben Stokes. So this is the state of the situation right now. Let me get back to your comments there. Brandon, thanks for joining. Moti looks like our best batsman. I don't know. I mean, like at this stage, what can we say? It's just outrageous right now. But to finish the point, Franklin, I was saying, uh, I think if Test cricket is going to survive, and we can't be dependent on the others for revenue sharing or to really the big three to do something about it, then the other nations need to figure something out. I think there needs to be better partnerships with the smaller nations because you can't, when you look at these test match series, you're getting 2 matches or 3 matches at most. And that's just not enough. You look at Joe Root and versus, say, a Craig Brathwaite. Just look at, they started test cricket at the same time. And Root is over 100 and something test matches by far. And Brathwaite is probably what, 80 test matches now, 80 something test matches. Not even close. So they're not playing the same amount of cricket. All these guys look forward to now is Ashes series or playing England, India rather. And we just can't compete. And to be fair, England will not give West Indies 5 matches in the Caribbean or in England unless there's a need for it. So West Indies need to find a way to get back really competitive, start winning a lot of matches, moving up the rankings. Then they'll say, all right, makes sense. It's going to be competitive. There's a lot of empty space in Lords here, and to be honest, I mean, not fully empty, but it's a really good crowd there. But when you look at Test match cricket around the world, it's not. It's only Australia and England that it's the numbers are huge. Even in India, sometimes there's a lot of space in the stadiums for Test match cricket. So the appetite is interesting. There's been talks that you could reduce Test match cricket to 4 days. I think that is possible. I can buy that. But I don't know. For teams like the West Indies and smaller nations, because South Africa the other day said they don't want to have any series in Test cricket because they're losing a lot of money when they do a home series. So you have to bring the crowds out. You need the superstars. Talent in the West Indies is still not an issue. I think it's not, the talent isn't coming through as it used to, but you can still look around and find some really talented cricketers that can get you some really top class cricketers, then maybe one or two world class cricketers there. But you have to develop them, and that alone can't be on the backs of what's happening in the region alone. And it's not the business of others to develop your talent. It's just not going to happen. If we could send 10, 15 guys to play county cricket, then fine. I mean, that would help. Or you send some guys to Australia, a couple guys to India. That would be great. And because you need high quality cricket, but those guys aren't interested in developing your talent because they want to develop their own. And you can't blame them for that. The only time they want to take your cricketers is when they're really top class themselves. So it needs some creative ingenuity. It needs more support from people with the means in the region. But the region is not particularly a place where you're gonna get the kind of support you need to revolutionize the cricket. The market is very small. The Caribbean market is small. There's just not enough money there for people to just like disposable on cricket if you're not winning. And the crowds have gone, especially the crowds have gone in almost every format of the game. So in the region, I was there uh, in December. I was in Trinidad prior to the World Cup, and I watched the England T20 series at the Brian Lara Academy, and that's the series that's on the line. All the West Indies have to do there was to win one of the two matches in in Trinidad to win the series, and hardly anybody in the stands, and they were doing discounts, I think, too, in the Caribbean to get the cheap, even the expensive seats, or the area that you can just walk and sit on the grass. It's hard. I think it's hard times for people there too. So when to go watch the cricket, I have not. I don't know. I'm just ranting there. It's a tough morning already for the West Indies. It's innings break at the moment, guys. The hopefully we'll get something from the bowlers. Maybe they can do something. I want to see Jaden Seals. He's been playing in England for a little bit now. A lot of talent there coming back from his injury. Let's see what Shamar Joseph can do. Alzari Joseph is the leader of the bowling attack. I think good bowling from the West Indies bowlers should put England under some form of pressure too. But but I'm very confident that 121 is just not anywhere close enough to provide any form of resistance. I just think you just got to attack as a bowling unit. You know, I don't know if you need four slips like how England was doing for much of this test match, but maybe you attack. Jason Ola, he hasn't bowled test cricket in a while, but he could offer something. So the bowling lineup is decent. But yeah, this is a sorry state in the test match. Maybe if they can, scuttle out, take a few wickets before tea, and after tea do something, then West Indies could find himself in the game. But 121 is just, I don't. To be nice, it's pathetic at best if you want to provide any kind of a resistance. It's just not gonna cut it. But yeah, don't forget to continue to like. Yeah. I'll stick around for some more to see the start of the West Indies reply. Thanks for joining me. But yeah, I don't know what you guys think about the bowling. If do you think they can provide some resistance here? Yeah. You don't want to be loose here. You don't want to be loose because you don't have much to give away. But in fairness to the bowlers, you're not giving them anything to work with, so we'll see. This is lovely. Let's look at the scorecard. 6 for the captain. He gave away his wicket, I thought. Mikael Louis on debut was looking good. Uh, Lovely catch there from Brooks off Stoke. Also thought Mackenzie gave away his wicket. Athenaeus and Hodge, they were building a nice little partnership together. They looked settled to me. Then Athenaeus just I thought he gave away his wicket too. That wasn't necessary. Holder, Silva, the Hodge dismissal too. He struck it very hard. But yeah. Yeah. Alzari came in, knocked it about. Then he was out. I think unfortunate dismissal for Shamar. Gudakesh not out on 14. And you weren't gonna get much resistance from the lower order anyway, but yeah, highest score of 27. That's not what you want to see in a test match. Yeah. So the English are walking out, and I think they may be smashing this around a bit. But still overcast there in England. Alzari Joseph will open the bowling. He's going to do it from the nursery end. We need him to find his best form tonight. So Zach Crawley will face the first ball from Joseph. There's a three slips. Looks like a gully there. And Joseph into Crawley. Leaves that alone. A bit wide off the off stump line. Yeah. Yeah. You have to really try to get a few early wickets. That's the only way you could even get some joy today. Some early wickets if you're the West Indies. Ooh, that's a good better ball there from Alzari. Crawley's trying to drive, totally misses that. He's gone down the pitch a little bit to do a little bit of gardening work. That's a lovely, lovely ball there from Alzari Joseph. Here you got to ask the batsman to drive. So Crawley and Duckett are obviously opening. Ooh, that's lovely. Oh! Oh, there's a massive mix-up and they should have also run him out. That was terrible there from the English. West Indies could have gotten him in the let's see. That was a ball that was a foolish ball, almost like a Yorker line. It looked like it was an edge there. I don't know. It didn't look like it carried, or maybe it carried. I just didn't see it well. Then they took off Crawley and Duckett to they, you know. That one going down leg side. Yeah. Let's see. A direct hit and he would have been miles out from a direct hit. No one was backing up near the stumps. A direct hit miles out. Someone running in could have caught that and still run him out. So that's a missed opportunity there. And the last ball was a ball that was trailing down leg side. Not a great delivery to back up the earlier pressure here. Also going down leg side, I think he's going to get a leg bye for that. Did he get bat on that? Gets a run. Is it runs? Yeah. So the umpire gives runs there. That ball was also going down leg side. Not a good ball from Alzari there. And the really good bowling pace from Alzari so far. 90, 90, 91, 91, 92 miles per hour. So he's getting some good pace here. Ben Duckett is going to be on strike now for what is this? The final delivery, I think, of the over. As Crawley's off strike. I thought it was a leg bye, but it wasn't. It was given as runs. So Joseph into no run there. Duckett gets some bat on that, and that's the end of the first over. Fairly interesting over. There's some activity there. There could have been a run out. Clearly, the ball didn't carry, so maybe it could have been a LBW appeal, but it did take bat, I think. And yeah, England trail by 120. The name of the game for West Indies must be wickets, wickets, and wickets early, to be honest with you. If you don't get early wickets, then you're going to be in trouble. Franklin, in my days, top players were recruited by English county cricket. This gave the experience of English weather conditions, especially the swing bowlers. Yeah, for sure. You think about likes of a Viv Richards. All these guys played. Everybody, Ian Bishop on commentary. All of them would have played a year or two of cricket in. Oh, that's nice ball there from Jaden Seals. Jaden Seals is actually playing in England right now. Came into the Test cricket when he was like 18. Then he suffered some injury. It looks like he's put on some muscle as well as he start to grow up, and hopefully we'll see what we get from him. But to finish your point, yeah, a lot of West Indians played in English cricket, and it's not the conditions are important, and you adapt to different places. But when you travel and play, you develop a lot of things too. You learn a lot of things. You become more. Oh, he's gonna drive that, but there is a man there out there in the mid off region to clean that up. Yeah, you also develop important skills, life lessons too, from traveling around, and you really get more serious about your cricket. Unfortunately, those things don't happen as much as before. There's restrictions on who can play in county cricket, and they also think about it as a mechanism to develop their own cricketers. So I think that's partially the problem. 3 slips, I think he's driving again. There's not going to be no run. Yeah. I wonder if Seals are trying to set him up here to drive. But he's getting good connection on this. Maybe he needs to maybe deviate on the seam position here a bit, and maybe he could get an edge. Looks like 3 slips and a gully. Yeah. And a man, I mean, definitely stopping the drive. Ooh, that one moved away backward of a backward point region. So no run yet off the Seals over. I mean, you have to really. Crawley likes to drive a lot, so you have to give him the opportunity to drive a lot. You may get a run or two off of you, but that's the only way you might get him. That one goes on the leg side, and Joshua De Silva picks that up. Kind of off the pads, it looks like. No run. One ball remaining from Jaden Seals' first over, and so there's De Silva, there's Hodge in first slip, second slip Jason Older, and it looks like Athene is in third slip region. So really nice camera angle, kind of panning around there. Final ball, kind of a middle and length ball there, and defensive shot there from the batsman, and it pushes it to the mid-on region. Kind of defended it that way rather, and that's the end of the over. So two overs gone. West Indies, no wickets yet, but England have just the one run, and they're still trailing by 120. Need something special from Alzari. Need something special from Jaden Seals. You need wickets. Wickets the name of the game. Otherwise, you're gonna be in this field for a very long time. Thanks everyone for joining. I really appreciate you coming on. Don't forget to like the video. Subscribe to the channel. Duckett is off the mark here. He just flips that over to, let's see. Some suns seem to be coming out too. Yeah. Alzari comes in. Kind of. Ooh, they're gonna take a single for this, but it looks like came back into the batsman a little bit. All right, that's a good defensive shot there from Duckett. Went back straight to Alzari. So I think circumspect backing so far. Weston is not asking a lot of questions yet. I don't think they're just putting the balls in decent areas. They're not really asking the Englishman to do anything spectacular in a drive. You got to take some risk, I think. Yeah, that the left-hander there pushes it on to the mid-wicket region there. No run. Few more balls before the end of the over. I think you got to ask them to drive. You have to do something here. Not sure I like the line that they're bowling right now. Also comes in and kind of a square leg region that ball goes after he flicks it out into that region rather. So good pace so far from Alzari Joseph. A little bit more guile is needed right now. Ooh, that was an inside edge that could have taken out the wicket, and that's the end of it. End of the over, rather. England trailing by 118. Wickets are needed, guys. That's all I have to say. I don't know what else to say. I know it's not easy. I'm just saying that, but I don't think they're bowling to set them up yet. Jaden Seal's gonna come in for a second over. All right. Seals to Crawley. There's no run there. Somewhat a little bit off a off stop line. Batsman gets bottom ball. Just a defensive push back to the bowler. Ooh, that's a good ball from Seals, but it kind of had him up there. It goes down to the third man region. He gets a 4. I don't think he was in full control of that. Let me see. I don't think he wanted to go that way. 4 runs there for Crawley, first boundary of England for England. But let me see it again. It went down to the third man region. I don't think that's what he wanted to do. Let's see. It's a good ball. It was actually it looks like an outside edge. Yeah. I mean, the batsman might say otherwise, but I don't know if he was trying to push it into that region. Still, I would say it's still a good ball for Seals. Well, that one, lovely drive there. That one he meant with intent. Yeah, Whether or not the first one was intended, this one was certainly a lovely cover drive there. Lovely cover drive from Zach Crawley. So back-to-back boundaries here for England for Crawley. Going down the leg side, not a good ball there from Jaden Seal, and no run. I mean, not a lot of swing for the West Indies so far. I don't know if there's no movement there. He gets up on this and no run. Crawley's a big man anyway. He's what, 6'6", 6'7" or something like that. And maybe a couple short ones would be nice. No run there, it seems. Yeah, so Steele's finishes with 3 balls there without runs, but a couple boundaries there for Crawley. The first one I'm not 100% sure, but the second one was a lovely cover drive. And England are now 11 without loss. Good position for them. You would say a good start. They haven't lost a wicket, and you can't really ask for more than that. Hmm. Let's coach Andre Coley there. Is that Darren Sammy in the back? I don't know. I don't know who's that in the back. To be honest, it doesn't. It's hard to see. Push down the leg side there, but there's gonna be a fielder there. All right, there's gonna be a quick run there, good run. Sorry, I got distracted a little bit. That's a quick single. You kind of push that into the cover point region, I think. And a quick single. Yeah, so far nothing exciting. I don't think the West Indies bowlers. Okay, I'll be honest with you. There's there's a couple of things you could do here, and one could go badly. I think if you're chasing the wickets, you could potentially be just go all over the place and get spanked around. You don't want that, but you know. Oh, that's a good shot. Oh, he put it down. He put that down. Louis, Mikhail Louis, in the point region. Lovely ball from Joseph. He forced him to drive. It carried right into his hands, and he dropped that. That was the wicket there. Duckett, a lucky man. You have to take that catch. That was regulation. I know it came fast, but he should have caught that. It's going to push that onto the leg side. Get off quick single. Also a no ball. So 2 runs there. That was West Indies' chance. A lovely ball there from Joseph. Forced him to to push that shot. And it was flying into point, and he should have held on to it. There's a short ball. He smashed it. Not good smash. And the fielder should have caught it. Yeah, when you have such a small total, that's not what you want to do. You have to take your chances. Have to take your chances. There's no run off of that delivery there. 4 delivers down. Oh, Kyle smashed that. It was in the air for a little bit, but it goes all the way to 4. It probably could have been caught, but it was wide of the mid. He smashed that over mid-on region. So let's see. Yeah, it was in the air. It was catchable height. Yeah, but the mid-off guy was the mid-on guy, rather fielder was not in position. So that's 4 runs there. 1 ball remaining in the over. Oh, that's a good into the cover region there. It's going to get 2. It does not time it well enough. But 2 runs there to end the over. And 21 runs without loss, trailing by 100. And Crawley's having a good start, 17 off 22. And the English are starting to work their way into this test match. And West Indies need wickets. Should have gotten a wicket in the last over, didn't. And the score would have looked different had you taken that catch. Definitely would have looked differently. Yeah, so really appreciate everybody on the live as I do a little watch along. I'll be around for a little bit more before I gotta head out, and then I'll, I'll be back tomorrow. We'll also have a watch along for track and field on Friday evening as well for the Monaco Diamond League. So lots of stuff to be on the channel, and I guess videos might be coming out too. I don't always control when those come out, but So Jaden Steele continues, and into his 3rd over, 8 runs off of it, no wicket. So Seals comes in. There's still 3 slips there, or almost 4 slips, it looks like. There's a little bit of movement there, and Duckett tries to fend that off the pad. I don't think he realized where that was coming. Yeah, it came back up into him, hit the. It didn't, he had to do some evasive action, a little bit of evasive action. He got on the bat, obviously, but it swing. I think it swung a little bit. All right, that's another ball. Gets into cover, just a quick in the cover region there. Quick single. The fielder comes around to pick it up. Not quite sure who that fielder is. So Seals comes in again, Crawley as the batsman. He pushes that out to the point region, but the fielder is there and he declines the run. Yeah, no run off of that as well. I didn't see that. I took my eyes off the cricket a bit, so sorry. I just saw when it went into the glove. Two balls remaining in the Seals over. Ooh, that takes a leading edge there into point region, but it hit the ground way before the fielder. No opportunity for a catch, but that was a little bit of a leading edge. Final ball in the over. Oh, that's a good shot there into the mid-off region, and probably just a single. And that's the end of the over. 23 without loss, trailing by 98. Alzari Joseph will come next. I suspect each bowler will get about 5 to start with, a minimum of 5. But maybe it's time to start warming up Shamar Joseph to see if we can get something. I don't know how long these two will go for sure. Crawley and 18, Duckett 3, and England, nothing to worry about, you know. Thanks, Franklin. Enjoy the morning run. Looking forward to tomorrow. Yeah, I'll see you. Hopefully, we'll see you on the channel later as well. But you know where it is. So I appreciate you for coming through. All right. So quick 2 runs there. It seems like punches it out to I see that again. I didn't see it properly. Oh yeah, into point region. Doesn't play a shot there. No run. That's too wide of the off stump anyway. Joseph to Crawley. Leaves that alone. Good ball there from Joseph, but not enough to force the batsman to do anything. It's still too wide of off. We need to be forcing Crawley to take these drives, so you have to. He needs a better line. I think the length is decent enough, but better line. That one is just too straight, and he flicks that off into the mid-wicket region for 4 runs. It's not the ball you want to be bowling. That ball was like on the middle, almost middle stump line, and he gets knocked through mid-wicket for sure. 4 runs. So that adjustment by Alzari was a wrong adjustment. That one is a better ball. That's swinging away. He tries. That's coming up on him, and he's making that drive, and he knows that's not the shot he should be making. You need those type of balls. A few of those, then get one angling in a little bit, and then you might get an edge. Final ball of the over. Gets bat on that. Not a really, I don't know, it's a kind of half shot there, but just zero, no runs there. So the end of the over, Azar Joseph finishes his fourth, 18 runs off of it. 29 without loss for England, trailing by 92. Crawley 24, Duckett still on 3. Duckett will face Seals in the next over. Woo! That is a lovely ball there from Jaden Seals. Beaten Duckett up and down there. That's the ball you want. He's forcing these guys to make a drive. Look at this. Kind of moves away a little bit. Duckett is in full shot, and there's nothing that he can be touching. That could have, if that took an edge, he would have been gone for sure. That's a lovely ball there. Oh, he's gone. Lovely there from Jaden Seals. This is what I've been saying. You have to set the batsman up. That's an edge there of Jaden Seals for Duckett, right into the hands of Joshua De Silva. And it took long enough to find that right ball there. That is a lovely line and length there. Just a slight movement away off the off stump there. Thinks he has enough to give it a proper drive. It doesn't. Takes the edge. And the West Indies have picked up their first wicket. You hear a good sound off of that. And immediately Ben Duckett walks. Gone for 3 runs off 13 balls. Caught De Silva, bowled Jaden Seals, the man out of Trinidad and Tobago. Trinidad to Trinidad there. Both of them are from Trinidad and Tobago. And the West Indies have picked up a wicket, 29 for 1. And you hope this could be the start of a couple more wickets here, putting the West Indies in a good position to be competitive. You have to be, the batting is over. What can you do with the bowling? And 29 for 1. A good wicket there for Jaden Seals. Good to see. Back into the test match setup after being out with injuries for a while. Also was on the last tour, I think, was he? But didn't play. And it's good to see Seals back. So West Indies have picked up a wicket. Good 2 balls there. So the first one I thought had him at 6s and 7s. And he drove, didn't get anything on it. And this one came a little bit inward again, but moved away. And he thought he had another opportunity to drive. and he didn't. Takes the edge, keeper takes it. West Indies in business. Ollie Pope comes in, 44 matches, 34 on the just about 34 average there, 34 and change. Yeah. So Seals comes into Pope. Nice ball there, kind of moves away, but enough for the batsman not to just leave alone, not to play a shot. Yeah, outside of the off stump line, just seeing that wicket again that took out that ball that took out Ollie, Ben Duckett rather. Very good. He's driving down on his legs and picks up that outside edge. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Ooh, gets a drive there, pushes that into the in between point region there and cover. I think it's more cover, but and just gets off the mark there for Ollie Pope. Now a couple of balls remaining in the Seals over. Crawley on strike. He's on 24. Jaden Seal comes in 2 slips. No run there. Didn't even have to drive or play a bat. It's too wide of off stump there. Seals to Crawley. Hits him on the pad. He appeals a bit high for me. Crawley is a big man, tall man. He's what, 6'6". Only the bowler was appealing there. It would have been high by every measure. Yeah. So that's the end of the session. We're now getting into tea. And the West Indies took 1 wicket before tea. 8 overs gone, 30 for 1. And we're at tea. You would say England are still, from a batting perspective, in a commanding position. But just that 1 wicket there for West Indies would be good. Yeah, yeah. So tea is just a quick 10-minute break here, 10-15-minute break. Yeah, but good so far. What's going on? What's going on, Peter? Thanks for joining. Who top? Let me get that up for you. Uh, get the scorecard up for you there. So that's what you. Louis scored the most for the West Indies, 27 runs. You got 23 and 24 from Alec Athenaeus and Hodge. They were trying to come back with a nice little partnership there before lunch and after lunch. But then, as after Athenaeus lost this wicket, it was just a collapse all over. Yeah, yeah. No problem, no problem, no problem. Yeah. So Weston is in deep trouble, but Jaden Seals picking up a wicket right there. Of the pick of the wickets, obviously from England was Gus Atkinson on debut, taking 7 wickets. Had he gone one, he would have been the first English bowler to gotten another one. Would have been the first English bowler to take 8 wickets on debut. But Anderson took one. Also, Ben Stokes took one. Where it's a really good catch there from to dismiss Mikhail Louis, who I thought was batting really well. Yeah. So Ollie Pope and Zach Crawley right now. Hopefully, we'll get something from these guys. Maybe some quick, if we can get some quick wickets after tea, West Indies should, I don't know. Hopefully they can pick up a couple wickets after tea, kind of get into the English batting lineup. I suspect we'll see Shamar Joseph at some point. Jason Holder might come in at some point as well, but we need some wickets. I'll be back in a second. I'm just gonna leave this up on the screen, and I'll be back in a little bit. In time, I'm gonna get a drink and come back in time for the post tea thing. So don't go anywhere, but I'll be back in a second. All right, so I'm back. Just watching some highlights here of Atkinson's 7 for 45. It's really impressive bowling by Atkinson. Oh, it's like I'm seeing like this Kumar Sangakkara here, hanging out with Bish. Anyway, the West Indies didn't get away to a flyer the way you might want, but 30 for one. The run rate is what 3.75. So the ball they're moving it around, but the conditions for batting is getting better. The sun is coming out there in England, and you want the sun when the sun comes out, batting conditions tend to improve historically, and so so I think you have to really adapt to these conditions as quickly as you can, and hopefully West Indies can pick up some more wickets. If you take a quick wicket after tea, quick wicket or two, you could really push for a few more. My gauge for success here would be: can you have them five down by the end of the day? Five down by the end of the day, even if they go past the runs, would be good position, I would say. Yeah, for the West Indies to be in. Trailing by 91 is not a lot of runs there to defend, but as the bowling unit, I think you have to attack. You have to put the balls in the right area. Maybe I think forcing Crawley to drive. We got to get rid of Crawley. I imagine that's what you would want. But the English have been playing some good cricket. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. I really like this Atkinson King. I've not seen much of him. Actually, I haven't really seen him at all. I heard about him. I think I saw some highlights from something, but really good. And he looks like he was moving. He had his finger position on the seam slightly different. The whole of wicket was really, over the stream seam. The one for the silver, it was kind of slightly cross. His fingers are a little, yeah. So you see it moving a little bit there. It's more of a wobbling of a seam there for the De Silva delivery. Really good use of the seam there for the debutant. I'm wondering what the West Indies bowlers would have taken from the way in which Atkinson used the seam. At this stage, you're going into tea, you probably got a good analysis already. You can see all the balls, you could get some pictures. Maybe it's a question of can our bowlers figure it out? Hmm. Right now, it looks like they have Stuart Broad and Nasser saying they're kind of breaking down Atkinson. I didn't even notice his his front foot is a bit bent there, which is unorthodox. I think usually you have a more brace front foot. That usually the the thought behind that is the power and the delivery here. His knees like going down. I don't like that, but if it's well, it's hard to say it's not working because he's picked up 7 wickets. Yeah, uh, I guess if it's not causing any issues, then you don't consider thinking about changing it. Yeah. Mm. Yeah. Well, bright sun out there now in at Lords. What are you guys expecting? Do you think West Indies can pick up another few wickets after tea? What would you be satisfied with? I think if we can go into the day two with 5 wickets down, that would be a decent mark of success. I definitely think for sure West Indies they're going to lose this test match. It's not even, well, let me take that. Hopefully, you never know what can happen in cricket, but the way we batted is not, it's not, it doesn't give you any reassurance. What I want to see is some good bowling. If the bowling can help us out by, can you bowl out England for 250? Yeah, that's not bad. Hmm. I don't know what Kang Sankar is saying, but it looks like he's saying something decent here. Yeah, just waiting to see. Time to see where we get. We want to see. I want to see Shamar Joseph. Huh? I think sooner than later, Craig Brathwaite needs to bring him in. I mean, you don't have to bowl a lot on this. You can rotate the bowling somewhat. You know, no one needs to. I suspect you continue with Jaden Seals because he picked up that wicket, but I want to give him a piece of that ball before it's too old. Right areas, get the ball in the right areas, and we should be good. So we're waiting right now for them to come back out in a few minutes' time. Yeah. But English summer, West Indies in England starting off the summer. Usually you don't start in at Lords. Lots of sports today. Big game later on today between the Netherlands and England for the final spot into the European Championships. Yesterday was a fabulous game. I don't know if you guys watched that. The France Spain game was probably one of the games of the European Championships. I thought France got an early goal. I thought, and Spain throughout has been playing probably the best football of the tournament for me. And but they were resilient and they found a way. And my word, that kid, Lamine Yamal, 16 years, doesn't even, that strike was outstanding, right? And, Spanish have been playing some really good football. I think they go in as favorites. Whoever comes out of the second semifinal between England and the Netherlands, Spain for me starts favorites. But, football is a funny game too. So I haven't been doing any watch alongs on that, but I'll have to see if I get time to do that as well. Yeah, but it should be a great football match. So I mean, I'll stick around after tea. We'll watch a little bit more. Then I have to go to run, and then I'll be back tomorrow for sure. And Friday evening, I'm also doing track and field. So if you're a big track and field fan, I'm going to watch along of the Monaco Diamond League. That should be really special. 400-meter hurdles will be great, I think. Rai Benjamin, Carson Varham, Alison DeSantis, Malik James King, Caleb Dean. There's a bunch of guys lining up there. You could get a world record out of that just for that alone. Probably not, but and I hope they don't think that way because the Olympics is around the corner. But yeah, a lot of stuff coming up on the channel, and don't make sure you stick around, engage. If you miss stuff, you can always catch up. All right, so waiting for the cricket to return, but so far it's all England. You'll have to say, England scuttled the West Indies out for 121, 7 wickets for the debutant Atkinson. Really good kind of variation on the seam there. Didn't really look to swing it a lot. It doesn't seem, at least from my perspective there. But moving the seam somewhat created opportunities. And the West Indies had some patience. I thought Louis was patient. Got out to a fabulous catch there. I'm disappointed the way in which Athanaze got out because he and Hodge were starting to build something. Even the way Hodge got out too, he struck that ball really hard. I thought he would have passed the guy, but they held on to the catch. But the way Holder got out, the way the Silva, the way the captain, Kurt McKenzie, they got to think through these things some more. It's difficult conditions, obviously, but that's sometimes, I don't know, you got to play harder than that. Uh, Crawley and Duckett, Crawley in particular started off well, and good wicket there to pick up off Duckett from Jaden Seals picking up. And they're out there again, so they're about to resume this cricket match. Yeah. And so we're going to get a restart to the match right now. So England 30 for 1. So Alzari has the ball in his hand again, so he's continuing, it seems. Yeah, so Joseph will continue. Maybe we need a wicket from Alzari right now, if we can. Play hasn't started. It looks like some dude is in the eye line. Yeah. So Ollie Pope faces Azari Joseph, who is into his 5th over. Kind of a loosener and a good shot there by Pope. It's almost like a cut shot there down to into that region there. Yeah, that's a really good shot there. Kind of back cut shot there, I think. So, good shot there. It's gonna be 4 runs. Off drive there. Yeah, so back-to-back 4s, and that's not a good start from Alzari Joseph. Ooh, that's a good ball. That's a good ball there. Yeah, kind of beating him off the off stump line. Yeah. It's a good comeback there from Alzar Joseph after those two looseners. A lovely shot there. That is a lovely shot. Lovely cover drive there. So this is a very loose start from Alzar Joseph after tee. 3 boundaries off the over already. A couple more balls remaining. And this is not good. They're racing away. $42-1 now. Oh, that's in the air. But safe. And just he's going to pick up a single. It's a top edge there. Tried to pull that shot, but got a top edge. Crawley on strike here. Final ball of the over. Oh, good ball from Alzari there. Yeah. I don't really know. Maybe it's a variation on the bounce, or it didn't come up high as he probably wanted to. I think no. I think we got to get Shamar Joseph up. Maybe one more from Seals, but then maybe Shamar Joseph or Alzari. Especially if you want him to start at the nursery end. 43-1. Crawley 24. Pope on strike 14. Seems like Jaden Seals again. Bowling from the pavilion end. Outside of the off stump line there, enough for Pope to just leave it alone. No shot offered. Off the legs, no run there. Kind of get down to the square leg region. England trailing by 78 runs at the moment. A shot of Shamar Joseph on screen. You must think he's coming up next. At what point do you intend to give him a shot? Ooh. A little bit of an edge, it looks like, going down into the point region or gully region there. Maybe, yeah. Off the leg side there. Clips off the pads. Looks like a leg by. Is it a leg by or are they giving runs? Yeah, leg by from the umpire there. He pitched that up a little bit too much for me. Another off the leg there. Another leg by a run that goes into the square leg region. Kind of flicked it there. He was trying to flick it, but I think that came off the pad for sure. Yeah. So good pull there. 4 runs. Lovely pull shot there. Looks like in the either the square leg region or deep backward point. I have to see it again. But 49 for 1 ends the over, trailing by 7-2. Yeah, it was a more out to this square leg region for sure. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, very much square leg. Lovely, lovely pull shot there from Ollie Pope. So the English are the runs are coming easier. The last over they picked up what? I don't remember, but 3 boundaries off of it for sure. Here, good runs. And Azari Joseph is continuing into his 6th over. So the West Indies are persisting with this. 4 slips right now, it seems like. There are a couple men in the deep on the leg side. No run there. Ball is really getting a little bit outside the off stump line or bad kind of a defensive push. Yeah, so I don't know how much longer Captain Brathwaite is persisting with these two, but you have a guy that we know can do some damage. We would want to see him too. Same kind of coming into the off stump there, and defensive shot back to the bowler. You really, I would like to see some balls kind of putting in that region where you're forcing the batsman to drive. I don't think there's enough balls to Crawley that's been forcing him to drive. Joseph comes in again to Zach Crawley. Ooh, that's a lovely ball. That is, yeah, I want to see those type of balls there. Yeah. Comes in a little bit to him off the off stump line. Not, he's making a drive there. Oh yeah, I think he goes out a little bit, goes away slightly. Now I see it on slow motion replay. Yeah. Mm. A little bit of an outswinger there, but started a little bit wider. Maybe needs to come in. The line needs to be some more. Then with that outswinger, the batsman might be forced to make another shot there, or drive into it. But I could see what he's trying to do, but it's just not hitting the exact spots that you want. No run, obviously, but yeah. Comes in again to Crawley. This one touches the bat, kind of goes down into the point region or the gully region there. Looks more pointish, and no run. One more ball remaining in this Alzari Joseph over to complete the 6. Ooh, he tries to pull that, or he kind of ducks out of the pull, and the end of the over, no run there. Yeah, he was gonna pull it, but it seems as if he withdrew. He took away the bat somewhat. Yeah. So end of that over, 49 for 1, 11 overs gone, 72 runs they're trailing by, and there's a little bit of a conversation happening with Jason Holder and Captain Brathwaite. And Seals will continue. I would want to give the ball to Shamar Joseph after this for sure. So Seals. Ooh. I think he was trying to get into the square leg region, but it ended up going to point. I think he was trying to hit it across, but it went the other way. No run. Steps down, pushes that onto mid on region. Yeah. Either mid on or mid wicket region, but yeah. Yeah, they're just showing the kind of test matches that these guys have had. 90 for Brathwaite, 65 for Holder, 27 for De Silva, 33 for Joseph. Bunch of guys in single digits. It's a good shot there, really good. It's not timed well enough, but he's gonna get 2. He gets up on that, pushes that out into the cover region, all the way down to the boundary there, but I think that was the captain who stopped that. I'm not quite sure. I have to see it again, but it looks like a healthy, nice shot, but it didn't time it enough to. Yeah, I think these English guys are getting much more comfortable right now. It's time to switch it up. Seals again into him. He tries to pull that, misses that totally. No run. Big swing there. Couple more balls remaining in the Seals over here. Ooh, good stop from Jaden Seals. That was. I don't know if he was trying to do a straight drive there or he was trying to put it on the onside region, but I'd have to see it again. But it was coming back straight. Jaden Seals went down to stop it. Got no run. Let me take it. They're replaying it now. Yeah, I think he was trying to get it onto the onside region, but it ended up going straight. That could be dangerous because it could nick like a leading edge or so, but I think Crawley feels good. Final ball of the over right now. ducks out of that. A bit of a bouncer there from Jaden Seals. The end of the over. 52 for 1 off 12, trailing by 69. Crawley 26, Pope 19. Seals 6 overs gone. The 1 wicket for 18 runs. And Alzari Joseph again, it seems like will continue the bowling. So at what point are we bringing on Shamar Joseph? I mean, I understand long spells, but you're not defending a lot here. Kind of mix it up a bit. Am I asking for too much here? No run there. Looked like it was strained down leg side. I took my eyes off of it a little bit. Alzari coming in again to Ollie Pope. And he smashes that. He pulls that. It's going to go all the way to the boundary. And Joseph coming around but can't stop it. Shamar, that is. And that's 4 runs. So it is sent pull shot over into the square leg region. And that's 4 runs. It's too short of a delivery. And enough for Ollie Pope to get on top of that and just flick his bat over that. And once you get it that square, it would have been hard for anybody to stop it. 4 runs. Joseph again into Pope. That one hits him high. Fainted appeal from the slip cordon, it seems like. But nothing from the bowler. No run. And then now it's a no ball. So to add insult to injury. Flicks that over again near in the squarish region. There's no square leg feeler anymore, so single run. Quick single. Easy single more rather. Kevin Sinclair having a word with Shamar Joseph there. I wonder what he's saying. He's probably saying, when is the skipper going to give you a time to bowl? Alzari into Crawley. 3 slips, it seems like. Yeah, he drives. Swing and a miss for that for sure. He's driving. You want to see that. Can you set him up? Can you get another one now to come back into him or to go away from him and have him drive? Maybe you'll find an edge. Lots of suits and ties in the ground. Pulls out of that. Didn't really do offer any shot there. It's a good ball from Alzari. 1 more remaining in the over. Can you get him one where he forces him to actually drive? Get these guys to play a shot. Pulls out of that as well. Didn't do any shot there. So 3 good balls to end the over. Not as penetrative as you would want, but decent. And so that's the end of the over for Alzari Joseph. Currently, England are 58 for 1 off 13 overs, trailing by 63 runs. The run rate is under 5. Actually, the last 10 overs have been much quicker, closer to 6, 5.5 there. So I think these two guys are comfortable at the crease. Crawley for sure. Pope racing to a quick 24 off 18. And now we're going to see Shamar Joseph. So time for Shamar Joseph here. The man of the moment. We need an exploit like in the Gabba. His story, as you know, has been fabulous. Only 3 matches, 13 wickets, average of 17, best 7 for 68. Fantastic there in Australia. Second match to win there at the Gabba with a toe that was severely injured. We can't expect that every night from Shamar Joseph, but we certainly would love to see something special like that this evening. So Pope faces Joseph. Ooh! Kind of lowish bounce. I'm getting a little bit excited there. Sorry, but just about 84 miles per hour there. Pope coming down to do a little bit of gardening because he wanted to drive that. Yeah. It's already wanting to drive. Kind of onto the leg side there, into the third man region, square leg region rather, sorry. And Gudakesh Moti collects that. No run. A wicket in his first over would be nice. Offered no shot there, too wide of off stump. So no runs off first 3 balls. Shamar Joseph comes in again to Ollie Pope. Ooh, flashes that down. It's going to be 4 runs there. So he kind of driven that somewhat, hits it for 4. It's a bit full out wide, full wide ball, and Pope really hit it. It was in the air for a while. Kind of in the it's an edge for sure. There's a 4th slip, but wide of that for sure. So he's smiling a bit there, Shamar Joseph, because he knew he took the edge there. All right, that looks like an inside edge, is it? And or maybe he got a clean hit off of it, but he sent that down to the leg region there, and just picked up a middle leg, I think. Picked up a not middle leg. What am I saying? He whipped that down to maybe fine leg region, and picked up a single. So just one more ball off of the Shamar Joseph over. And Zach Crawley to face. Looks like 3 slips. A guy that looks like he's in a 5th slip position. Drives that lovely shot into cover, extra cover, 4 runs. So the ending of the Joseph over is not as good as you'd want it to. So 9 runs off the over. Gets up on his feet and smacks that into the recovery region. So West Indies need wickets, 67 for 1 right now. The run rate is actually increasing. It's currently 478, going approaching 5. The last 10 overs or so, they're approaching 6 runs and over. So the runs are coming much easier, and West Indies is in deep, deep trouble. Jason Holder will come in from the nursery end. Need wickets. Need wickets. No run off the first shot there, more of a defensive shot. Not a lot of pace, 77 miles per hour. So kind of gentle pace there from Shamar Joseph. Not Shamar Joseph, sorry, Jason Holder. Also another defensive shot there from Ollie Pope into cover, but immediately fielded. So just probably trying to feel out Jason Holder. You expect him to probably move the ball around better than the others. Maybe bowling as accurate as you can. Maybe if you can start to slow down the scoring here, then Shamar Joseph at the other end can play around with a few and maybe could nick off a couple wickets here, but we'll see. Circumspect so far from Pope. Not anymore. That's a really good shot there into the mid-on region, and 4 runs. Yeah, 71 for 1. West Indies not offering much at the moment, guys. When you're not bowling at any particular pace, it's not the right line anyway, so yeah. Better ball from Jason Holder there. Defensive shot from Ollie Pope into the mid-off region. He's asking for it. He's gone. LBW. Lovely, lovely ball there from Jason over. The one before was way out like a 5th or 6th wicket line. He comes back in and he got him. Is he asking for? Oh, he's reviewing the decision there. But that looks straight in front of the stump. Let's see. Lovely ball there. Doesn't appear to be any bat, so the only thing he's asking for is if it's going down the leg stump line. But it looks mostly plumb to me in front of kind of mid wicket, in front of the mid stump there, and could be going down the leg. Even if this is going down, it could be umpire's call. Let's see. Pitching off. Oh, missing wicket. So review remain, and he's not out. At first I thought it was really gonna clip leg for sure, but this was a good review from Ollie Pope. It was going down leg. I thought it was mostly gonna clip leg for sure, but good ball from Jason Holler, to be honest with you. Yeah, good review, good use of the review. Yeah. Offered no shot for the second one. Yeah. So good review there by England. All right, end of the over there for Jason Hola, and Shamar Joseph will come back. It's looking overcast again there. The lights are on. The lights are on mostly for the West Indies too when they were batting. So Shamar Joseph strolls in right now. Kind of an outswinger there. The ball is swinging right now, so if he can get it a bit straighter to swing back, then Crawley might offer a drive there. Oh yeah, it looks like Crawley really it felt like it was going down. He was like telling Pope to review. Yeah, did the right thing reviewing. Oh, lovely shot there, but there's a man on the mid-off region to cut out that straight drive. Jason Seal doing a little bit of ball work there, getting the ball back to Shamar Joseph. Some movement here for sure. Ooh, he drive that lovely shot into cover region, but the captain will cut it off. He will get what, two at least, could be three, comes back for 3 runs. So Crawley gets three there. 33 off 53, Pope off 33 off 29. These guys are set really well, trailing only by 47 runs. Overwhelmingly a great day for England so far. Ball swings away again. Joseph the Pope, but swings fairly wide away. No need to take a shot. Nothing asking the batsman to do anything. Shamar back at it again. Ooh, that was an inside edge. Could have come back into the bottom edge, it looks like. Could he try to cut that ball? It could have come back into the off stump, into the stump for sure. Let's see. Yeah, it was a bottom edge. It seems like. Yeah. All right, that's going down leg, but it will get picked up out there. Kind of clean it up, flick that off the pads. End of the over, just a 1 run. England 75 for 1. Trailing 46. England 75 for 1. Ollie Pope 34 right now. Zach Crawley 33. The 1 wicket Ben Duckett off Jaden Seals. Not a bad ball there from Jason Holder. Pope trying to find some room there, but didn't have enough. Ah, that's a lovely shot there. Really nice shot from Pope, straight down to the boundary there. Between point and cover region, it looks like. The fifth partnership comes up for Pope and Crawley off 55 balls. Leaves that alone. Oh, lovely, it's gone. Very good from Jason Holder. Oh, he's not out. I thought he nicked it. It hit the ground. I thought he nicked it. Sorry. It looked as if it hit the bat. Hmm. I thought it hit the edge. Yeah, it was the bat on the ground. Oh, lovely ball there again from Jason Ola, coming right back into the right-handed batsman. Defensive shot, yeah. End of the over, 79 for 1. England cruising at the moment. I'll be back in a second in time for the Shamar Joseph over. Looks like a four. I just came out to see a four there. Olipo pushing a ball down to the third man region of Shamar Joseph. Yeah, nice shot there. Yeah. So England moving quite along, only trailing by 37 runs, or just the one wicket. Better ball there from from Shamar Joseph rather. Ollie Pope offering no shot there, leaving it alone. I'll be back, guys. I think I got a package coming. Oh, that's a lovely ball. Let me go check. I got a package. All right. So 84 for one. One more ball. Offering no shot. End of it. 84 for one. 3 overs gone for Shamar Joseph. He hasn't done anything special either yet. West Indies, they look a bit despondent. It's dark out there. All right. Jason Wooler back into the attack. Crawley offers no shot. 79 miles per hour. It's wide of the crease. Better ball there from Jason Wooler. Still wide of the crease, but kind of angling in a bit better. And Crawley walking down to do a little bit of gardening. Wooler motor is in. That's a lovely drive there from Zach Crawley. That's going to go all the way down to the boundary. And that goes through the cover point region. Lovely, lovely shot there from Zach Crawley. England now trailing by 33. Is it 33 or yeah? It's too full of a ball, I think. Ah, very good ball from Jason. Couple slips there. Crawley was driving, missed that. If he nicked that, he probably would be walking back to the pavilion. But oh, that's good. He's asking for it. Umpire says no. Are they gonna review this? He's saying it's Jason's asking for the review. And there's been a review here for LBW. Not out, obviously, from the umpire. It's like pitching. Doesn't look like there's any bat, but we have to wait and see. Ultra edge, bat passing ball, gap between bat and ball. Gonna get ball tracking right now. Or pitching out, impact in line, missing wickets. So this is Westerners have lost the review. It's just going down leg a little bit. It's a good ball from Jason Holder, but it's going down. I think you have to go wider across the crease for it to be, if it hit, then to hit leg. Almost a decent ball again. On Pope just pushes it defend to mid-on region. And that's the end of the over. Umpires are having a chat. I suspect they're talking about the light. It looks as if they're asking the West Indians to play spin, and Captain Brathwaite refuses. So they are gonna come off for bad light. And now, if you know in Test cricket now, they have to take a measurement at the point in which they walk off. They have to show it to the fielding team and get to see the reading. And that reading will now become the barometer for any time you want to leave the pitch. So bad light has stopped play. West Indies made 121. England made light work of them. Atkinson, 7 wickets. fantastic. In reply, England have been off 19 overs, 88 for 1. They're only trailing by 33 runs. And Bad Light has stopped play. I don't know if they'll come back out. I suspect no. They're still playing around with the light out there, but I think this might be it. Bunch of the players are walking off. All right. Well, I suspect they won't be coming back on. All right. I mean, in England, in the ascendancy, even if they were to come back on, I don't know if the conditions will improve. But it's dark out there. Some West Indies players are still out there. Louis Samar Joseph having a chat with the captain. Yeah. I'll be back again, guys. I'm getting another. All right. So the lights have been on all day basically because I think Weston is battered with lights. Well, I know that. Joseph, Louis, and Captain Brathwaite are out there. Covers haven't come on. I don't know if they'll come back out. But we'll see. Anyway, guys, I know it's been good to be on for this long. I have to make a run. I will see you guys later on. I will be back tomorrow for cricket, and track and field and other stuff. Thanks for you guys hanging out. Hopefully, you guys will get a chance to continue following the cricket, and we'll be back. If they do come back out, I do hope West Indies can pick up a few wickets. It's a sorry day for them so far today, but England they've been superb in the field, and so far in response, only that one wicket of Ben Duckett to go down, and they've been in good position. All right, thanks for joining me, and I'll see you guys next time.